need more money, connections, associations, and what you would call a relaxed mind? Have you ever wondered why some folks are regarded as high flyers and successful people with results to show? You know the names. It's been found out that the difference between these high flyers and successful people is mindsets and how they think. Welcome to Baseline Beats with Benga. Here is this week's episode.
I love to say hello there. Top of the morning to you. They are magical words, and here's why I think so. You have attempted and tried several stuff the day before. Some worked, several probably didn't work. A new day presents another brand new opportunity to go again. I love that. You see, we have new chances and brand new opportunities as each day dawns, and it's up to us to go again. It's up to us to seize them. It's up to us not to give up. Welcome then. This is where we seek to imbibe the right mindset, which in turn will have effects on the kind of results we churn out and produce. Days like this are dedicated to talks around business, money, and the likes. I am Benga. Connie Edler said, excellent customer service is the number one job in any company. It is the personality of the company and the reason customers come back. Without customers, there is no company. Whoa, I should say those again. Excellent customer service is the number one job in any company. It is the personality of the company and the reason customers come back. Without customers, there is no company. All of those is according to Connie Edler. You see, those said by Edler is very loaded. It feels like several thoughts have been once put together in one fell swoop. I love the statements. You need to pay attention to the final statement in the sequence. Without customers, there is no company, and that is bang on. The picture I'll paint is that you have goods, products, and services, or even a gift, all well packaged and wrapped up. You could even target the best in town, one of a kind, whatever. But you see, in the final analysis, customers will patronize. Without their patronage, simply put, no business. I should reiterate this. I have mentioned it before. Several people interact with your business one way or another every day, each day. I sometimes even hear business owners complain of patronage. I'd want to differ on the opinion that there are no customers. Not if you understand that you interact with people who are potential customers and the facts the ones who have patronized you have not been treated well. So here we are. Today's episode is about customer relations and how you can grow it and put yourself at a position where you ain't whining and wondering why there aren't customers or where did all your customers go. I recall that there are several books that have semblance of the title of what I just said. You see, today's customers have more influence than you've ever had in the past, which has effectively allowed them to focus on more than just the product that you are selling to them or the service you are offering. Developing a relationship with your customers is one of the most effective strategies a business can adopt. Unfortunately, though, it's also one that is very often put on the back burner at the expense of growth for the business and retention of the customer. A great customer relations strategy delivers tremendous return on investment, ROI that is, helping boost customer acquisition, loyalty, and satisfaction. Let's listen to Jankara Bayatela, but then get into the nitty-gritty of customer relations and how you can position your business outfit in this regard. And sure to stay here.
Please records.
Listen, one leg in, one leg out. Should be you to see me. Change your style, okay, be like that. Life no be a serious something, still no be a play something. When you wake up for morning, make you thank the Lord. So I say jump, jump, clap your hands. Mama, 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 yo. This is a love song for the whole world.
Thanks for staying here then. I am focused today on customer relations. How important is this? You see, no matter how distinct the different roles and functions of different teams and departments that make up your business, understand that every action taken by every person in the business contributes to or detracts from a positive customer relationship. You see, businesses pay attention to the customer service department when it comes to issues like this. That in itself is counterproductive. Every department counts here. What the customer service department should be saddled with is to solve specific issues that concern each customer. And you see, businesses make this mistake. They think every issue or everything that has to do with the customer experience is solely the responsibility of the customer service department. But you see, that is wrong in itself, because when you realize that the very first port of call that every customer or potential customers at that have with your business is you already creating some sort of atmosphere that they can either bask in or feel like, nah, I don't want to be here. I just want to take my leave as much as possible and as soon as I can. So again, the whole customer service experience starts with the first contact any customer has with your business. And you see, for businesses who are pretty smart, they place a premium on the first contact they have with your business. And you see, that is where you should pay a lot of attention to. Again, well, if the first port of call with your business is pretty solid and every other part of the business is whack and not good enough, then it's still counterproductive at the end of the day. But that first port of call counts. If you don't get it right at that point in time, it's going to be pretty hard to get it right along the way as the customer interacts with every department that they have to come in contact with as they go on in the business. So then, what should you factor in building customer relations? Number one, understand and meet your customers' needs. You cannot create an authentic, long-lasting connection without understanding the other person. The same is true for customer relationships. You see, you even see people have some little bit of spat here and there relationship-wise. I'm talking about romantic relationships now. And that's because for some reason there might just not be that understanding. That is how you should treat every customer relationship that you have. Understanding is very key. What does your customer want? Answering this question is the first stage, but this is probably more important. How can you serve them? You see, well, before you get at how, knowing what you want to give your customer is very important. For instance, if I don't know what I want, how can you even think about what you want to do to help me? But it starts from the what. But you see, the how now goes into detail as about the processes, all of those needs, and what the customer wants is going to be presented at the end of the day. Do you now see how every worker and individual in your business outfits count in this regard? You see, people, business owners decide to invest in the interior of their business and leave out the first port of call when it comes to relating and the business having that contact with the customers and the potential ones. And that is very good. Some of that, it's the restroom. Some can decide to lounge and spend all of the time they want in the restroom. I've had reasons to hear about businesses and outfits and organizations that people go to such organizations because of the restroom, because the restroom is another experience that they have altogether. And of course, it starts from the door, like I did mention, but then because they also have to interact with the restroom, which is probably one of those places that businesses really get to pay attention to. And you see, like I mentioned, every department counts when it comes to creating customer service relations, as the case is. And so you need to understand what your customer wants, and more importantly, fine-tune how, which now brings to question every point of intersection that your customer would have with your business. Again, as minute and as trivial as the restroom might sound, it's very important because it all brings to question the sum total of the experience the customer would have with your business. Let's move on to the second point, which is prioritize consistency. One great experience rarely creates trust or loyalty. Consistency is key across channels, interactions, and departments to develop relationships with customers. Customers have predictability. They love that they can brag about what they'll find when they visit any business outfit. Consistency is hard to create on the surface, which is why you have to pay attention in this regard. Again, if a customer walks into your store or has an interaction with your business, because it's beyond sometimes physical stores these days, online, people get to make orders in the millions and even several volumes right after that. And so online also counts virtual, that is. And so if today they have this wow experience while interacting and interfacing with your business, and tomorrow all of that just seemed as though it was just a flash in the pan and one-off, then it counts for nothing, because the customers who you served the day that you had that wow experience put together might not be the ones you would get to serve the day you have the terrible experience that they will get to not enjoy while interacting with your business. And so word of mouth travels a whole lot. And so those ones who have heard the good thing about your business or experienced it then want to come back. But the ones who have also experienced what is bad as regards your business would also spread word. And it's usually said that bad vibes spread faster than good ones. Well, I'd want to think that that's true. And so those ones go ahead to tell people, and it spreads faster of how disappointed they are with the experience that they had with your business. And so even the good ones who had that splendid experience now begin to wonder the same store, and then doubts begin to creep in. And you see, consistency again is very key. Let it be such that that wow experience is replicated day after day, week after week, month after month, year in, year out, every single day. That will now count and be a plus to your customer service relations altogether. Let's move on to the final point, which is this: invest in emotional connections. If you've listened to previous episodes of this, you'd know how I have talked about emotional appeal of businesses. Your customers have sentiments. What will keep them coming back is understanding that they'll always feel in a certain way when they have interactions with your business. It's important to always put that in mind and leverage on it. Emotions are basically what your customers feed on. How do they feel after interacting with your business? They feel good? Do they feel bad? Do they feel like there's hope? Do they feel hopeless? Do they feel happy? Do they feel sad? I'm deliberately calling feelings or words that are attached to feelings, because that is what it is eventually when customers interact with your business. Emotional appeal, emotional connection. If they have not gotten to that emotional appeal just yet, you ain't even scratching the surface just yet. And so it's important to ensure that you invest in emotional connection. How can you do that? Make the atmosphere very beautiful. And it's all about the customer service relations again. From the first port of call, you see several businesses even pay as much attention to crafting the exact words to use in welcoming customers when they interact and have to interface with your business outfit, because that counts, because that creates these feelings and emotions altogether. Here's how I would end this episode. Theodore Roosevelt, an American statesman, conservationist, naturalist, historian, and writer, said, "People do not care how much you know until they know how much you care." Profound. Roosevelt was the 26th president of the United States. I love feedbacks. You know I do. Share them with me via social media, on Twitter and Instagram to be specific, at Ben_Olugbenga. Have a splendid day.
Baseline Beats with Benga is a wrap for this week. For questions, concerns, and feedback, reach him on Twitter and Instagram at Ben_Olugbenga. Until Baseline Beats with Benga comes away again next week, keep winning and enjoy the rest of the week.